What's going on, YouTube? Flight simulation experience back for another stream in the beautiful livery Buzz Airlines. Polish airline, flies around the country. Fortunately, we didn't have a Buzz ground services kit with GSX Pro, but we're using LOT. That'll be good enough for this flight. And we are sitting on the ground where we left off in Warsaw, Poland, Warsaw Modlin International Airport. Beautiful fleet of Buzz Airline liveries here. And yeah, we're about to get it done. We're about to do a, we're going to fly to, where are we flying to? I got to double check. Picked up some I&I scenery by Gdabsk Designs. Absolutely flawless scenery. So let's go ahead and we'll kill that music. I think we're done with the intro here, and let's go and I forget where we're flying to. We're flying to Echo Papa Golf Delta, which is Gdabsk, Lech, Walesa International Airport. Picked up the scenery from I&I Builds, and it's an absolutely beautiful scenery, and the performance is amazing. We'll take a look at it once we get to the airport. We'll get the drone out, the drone camera, and we'll go through the terminals. The terminals are done immaculately. They even have sound profiles in the terminal, so you can hear people, you can hear chatter from people and stuff. But the whole terminal is done incredibly well. And as for me, didn't really notice any effects on performance. But yeah, we'll fly there, which is a really quick flight. I'm not sure in the real world if they even use the 900 because we're in the PMDG 737-900 series. I don't think they fly this specific aircraft. They probably use the 6 or the 7 or maybe even the 800. Don't really know, but yeah, we should be. I don't even know if they fly the 900 into this airport because our runway is, I think, only like 8,800 meters. So it's not a very long runway. Yeah, we're in a simulator, so we can break those rules, and let's go ahead and let's get this bad boy fired up, and then we'll call GSX to get our passengers in, and we'll get rocking and rolling. But yep, flight to that airport, and then we're doing a return flight. I believe the flight time's only about 35 minutes or so. Let's double check. 41 minutes of airtime, 1 hour, 9 minutes of block time from gate to gate. So once we touch down there, we'll do a quick turnaround. I'll take a break, probably make some coffee, and then we will set up for the return flight back into Warsaw Modlin here. Hopefully the weather cooperates. Have not checked the weather over at that airport, but we will roll with whatever we're given. We're not also in real world time here in Warsaw. We are, I think it's like 7:37 there right now. Ooh, interesting, 7:37. Wow, that's that's pretty interesting. 7:37 is the time, I believe. Either it's 6:37 or 7:37. I'm not sure. But in the sim, I think we're at like 2:30 or 3. Let's double check. We go to weather here. We could check the time. So we're at 3:07 p.m. right now. So, yep, that's what we're rocking with today. Still got the custom scenery in. Freeware scenery, which is really well done. I believe I Builds also has one as well, which looks a little better. But to be honest with you, I think this is good enough. Looks like there could be some rain clouds coming. Don't know, but quite overcast here. Some rain clouds over there. And without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the pit. Let me just double check a couple of things on my end. Everything looks good. Let me double check the stream health too. Let's see how that looks. Okay, stream health is excellent. All right, so let's jump into the pit here. We are fully cold and dark in the cockpit of the 737-900. Let's go ahead and turn on our initial power to the aircraft. Emergency exit lights, there we go. We do have ground power available to us. So we're going to go ahead and take that guy. We're going to come on upstairs here. We're going to go to our overhead panel. We're going to right nav and left nav, left and right IRS position set to the nav position. We'll check our flat devices, see if those are all online, which they are. Beautiful. We're going to set this to APU BAT, APU Gen. We're going to come on down here. We're going to go through our flows. Everything here looks fine to me. We can just leave it as is. Everything here looks fine to me as well. We'll just leave it as is. We'll turn on our chimes, and we don't need any panel lighting here for right now. As for temperature, not sure what the temperature is, but we'll check to see, and then if we need to, we'll turn on our window heats. As of right now, all this looks good. All our duct pressure and air conditioning panel, recirc fans in the auto position, isolation valve is open, and left and right packs are in the off position. Bleeds are off. Bleeds are on. We'll turn those off, and then we'll turn on our APU bleed. As for our flight today to Walesa Airport is a cruise of 28,000, which seems quite high for that distance, but we'll roll with that. 28,000 feet, and our airport elevation today is 344 feet, so we'll put 350 there. Cool. Overhead panel initialization is all set and complete. We're going to wait for these guys to pop up as they just did there. Beautiful. VORs can go to the off position. This can go to off. Initial climb to 10,000 is fine. We'll do 9,000. There is no VAT sim here. Flight director, actually, we'll keep flight directors off for right now. I'm going to set our barometric pressure at 30.00. Beautiful. We're going to come on down here to FMC ground services. Actually, let's go back. Let's go to doors. Make sure they're both open. Both rear and aft, entry forward and entry aft are both in the open position. We're going to go to return, and we're going to go to our payload. Actually, let's first go to our fuel and just double check what our fuel is. Fuel on today's flight, which is going to be our block fuel in pounds, 16,132. So we're going to do 16,200 pounds. I also have set to sim brief to where it gives us an hour of extra flight time. So with that 100 extra pounds, we're looking at about an hour and 8 to 10 minutes more. So plenty of fuel on board for this flight, 16,200 pounds. And let's now go to return. We'll go to our payloads page. Now for zero fuel weight, it's showing 144.4. That is a full flight, but not full baggage and cargo. So 144. We'll do 144.1. Plug that in to this. That gives us 100% load level, which I don't know if I want to rock that because the distance of the runway of taking off here. So let's actually drop that. Let's drop it to, let's see here, 0 fuel weight. Let's see, 138.5 gives us. As I plugged in 144.1, it just gives us 140 because we only can go up to that. Interesting. I don't know why SimBrief gave us a 144.41. Huh. Interesting. Not too sure. Okay, 134.5. 86.6. I feel a lot more comfortable with that number, considering the fact that the runway is not very long at this airport. Gives us 10 in first class, 133 in economy, forward and aft. Here's our weights. Beautiful. We'll take that. We'll roll with that. We're going to now go back to, so we got fuel in. Excuse me. So we got fuel. We got our payload. Now let's go to returns. Go to FMC, index, pause in it. First, let's just make sure that we are, and we'll check that later. Pause in it. Let's go to summary. EPMO is our airport here, and let's make sure we have our left GPS scratched on the scratch pad into the system. EPMO is confirmed. Let's go back here, boom, and then EPGD. EPGD. Always get these backwards, D and G. Guess I'm dyslexic or something. Okay, so EPGD, beautiful. Now we're going to request our flight plan as I have it in to the SimBrief system, and we're going to request it. This may take a second or two to load. Want to load it? Activate, execute. Now we're going to go to our legs page. As we can see, those are our legs, but we still need to plug in our departure. Departure is 08 on the Olil 3 Charlie. Olil 3 Charlie. Olil. Wait, is that right? So let's go back. Erase that. Olil 3 Charlie. OLIL 3 Charlie. OLIL 3 Charlie. Beautiful. Route. And then we're going to now go into our arrivals page. And we're going to plan for probably an ILS 29er. Sounds good to me. On the Oslo 4 Tango. Oslo 4 Tango. Oslo 4 Tango. We're going to execute that. Beautiful. Now we're going to go to our legs page. And we're just going to double check. Make sure we are fully connected. So let's go ahead and connect that guy there. Boom. Legs page. Boom. 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 We have a vector there, but that's just if we do a missed approach. One upstairs here. Aft fuel pump goes to 1. Fire up that APU. Let's get that rocking and rolling. Let's go ahead and turn some of this lights down as well. And some of these lights too. Kind of bright. Okay, come on over to this side here. And we'll get our first officer on the legs page. And now we can go to our init ref index performance. If we go back, let's just double check our payload again, which we modified to 134.5. Performance 134.5. Let's plug that guy into there. So that gives us a gross weight of 150. That's pretty good to me. We'll do our FinRes, which is our final reserve in fuel, which is 5.1. Sounds good. Plug that guy in there. Cost index today, we'll probably just roll with whatever they give us here. Cost index is 50. Cool. 280 is our cruise. And we're going to go ahead and plug in our top of climb winds under weather here. Top of climb wind 286 at 25. 286 at 25. Let's go ahead and plug that in there. Now, the transition altitude, don't know what the transition altitude is. If we can come on over here. Let's remove that. So this is runway 08, and here is the departure charts, which is the Lech 3 Charlie. So it's going to be 6,500 feet is our transition altitude. Beautiful. So let's come on down over here and let's go to 6,500 feet for the transition. Plug that guy in there, execute that. Then we'll go to our N1 limits. Since we are about 85% load, we will derate to 94.6. So we'll do a derate 1, and then we will keep our climb rate profile the same. Flaps are 5, and our CG is 25. Beautiful. It's under the 30 range, and 4.9 is our trim. 4.9 is the trim. I don't know why when you load into the aircraft, the parking brake is always off. I don't see why PMDG doesn't just make it automatically default that the parking brake is on. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and let's do some tests on our fire. We can also test our lights, make sure our lights are all working and good, which they are. Beautiful. And without, and that looks pretty good to me. That's reset. Flaps are fully up. Let's just do a quick test here. Beautiful. We have our test set there. And as you can see, our APU is ready to go. So we'll go ahead and swap over to APU power. APU bleeds coming on, and these guys are coming on as well. 14 degrees Celsius. Pitot window heats are not needed at this time, as they are not lit up. Beautiful. And our pressures and amps are good. All right. So now what we can do is we can call GSX, and let's get GSX to load the aircraft. So we can go to request boarding.
Boarding request. Do you want to board crew?
Nobody. That loaded very quickly. Don't know why.
Passengers boarding starting.
All right, there's the guy with the one of the airport workers, I believe. All right, so let's also simultaneously do Pack X as well. So let's go ahead and start that. And 28,000, that looks good. We'll do about 61. We'll plug that in there and go to start. Also need to turn on FS Realistic.
FS Realistic connecting.
This guy's walking real fast. Come on down here and we can squawk 2,000. I think GSX is twitching these screens. All right, so we'll wait for the crew or the passengers to fully load. And then we're going to be pretty much on our way. APU's on. Hydraulic pumps can go to the on position. Go ahead and turn on our yaw damper. Flight Director 1, Flight Director 2, go to the on position. Where is our V-speech?
Hello?
What the hell are the V-speeds? Oh, by the way, this FS realistic profile, not digging it. So let's go to profile cloud. Let's go to import. I do like Captain Canada's. We'll roll with his.
I'm doing good.
Thought he had one here. X. See what he's got. Look at that breathing. Hell no, dude. Yeah, turn that off. Boom. Alright, we'll make the changes as we go here. General turbulence, I like that one that's turned up a little bit. Yeah, we'll mess with it. Alright, a little concerned about the V-speeds here, so init ref, index, performance, N1 limit. If you swap it. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I have not seen this before. It's a dry conditions, yeah. I'm not sure about that one. Man, what the hell's going on with this departure? Okay. Did I forget something? I think so.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you aboard our flight. When you find your seat, please be sure to place your larger carry-on items in the overhead bins and smaller items underneath the seat in front of you. Unless you're in the front row, please place all of your items in the overhead bin. If you have any trouble finding the location for your carry-on items, please let a flight attendant know and use
Huh. I
After you put your
don't
carry-on items in the
know
overhead bin and
what
it
is
full,
going on
make
with
sure
that.
you close it as a courtesy to other
It could be the
passengers.
livery
Also,
causing
make sure
this.
that the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers
Bro, you're
can
about to
get
hit me, bro.
by. If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please review the exit seating responsibilities and the safety cards provided for you. Please make sure that you are able and willing to perform these actions. If you're not, please let a flight attendant know so that we can continue with you. Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages.
Yeah, I don't know.
But we ask that once we depart from
I'm
here,
trying to
put
figure it
away
out,
any
and I
laptops
do
or
not
tablets.
know.
Thank you, and welcome aboard.
Let me do a quick Google search of that. Let me double check. Let's take a look. Yep, says check to make sure QR is on, which that is. I set the departure runway. Oh shit. That's what it is. Did I forget that? Did it reset? Olil 3 Charlie. Olil 3 Charlie. Boom, boom. Wow. Arrival. Active. Active. Unable to cruise. Unable cruise altitude? I bet. Yeah, it's way too high. You know what? Screw that. We're gonna do 20. We're gonna do 24,000 feet. We're gonna plug that in. We're gonna go to legs page. Make sure we're all connected here. Legs page. Boom, boom, boom. And then we're gonna go to our performance index. Flight level 240 is gonna be our cruise. We're gonna execute that. N1 takeoff. Climb 1, beautiful, and we still don't have any speeds. There they are. Oh, thank God. Via V1 146, rotate 147, 155 into 147, plug the sky up to 157. Beautiful. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck here. This is the captain speaking. Welcome aboard to Buzz Airlines flight 756, service to Gdabsk, Lech, Walesa International Airport. Flight time today is about 38 minutes in the air, about an hour and 9 minutes from gate to gate. Do we have a full flight today? All right, we'll start with that. Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck here, this is the captain speaking. Welcome aboard to Buzz Airlines flight 756, service to Gdabsk, Lech, Walesa International Airport. Flight time today is about 38 minutes in the air, about an hour and 9 minutes from gate to gate. We do have a full, relatively full flight today, so our cabin crew is going to go through their safety announcements with you. As for weather, maybe a little bumpy on the ride out of here due to the clouds in the area, but hopefully without us get about 15,000 feet or above. Short flight today. We do appreciate your business. We'll be pushing back here
Good afternoon,
hopefully early to get you in on time or a little early.
756. Our flight time will be roughly 41 minutes.
41
Please note
minutes.
the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all
address.
devices are in airplane mode and your
Done.
larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and
Let's
tight
come on
across the
upstairs
back.
here.
Your tray tables and seat backs must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew secure doors for departure.
We do have a full, relatively full flight today, so our cabin crew is going to go through their safety announcements with you. As for weather, maybe a little bumpy on the ride out of here due to the clouds in the area, but hopefully without us get about 15,000 feet or above. Short flight today. We do appreciate your business. We'll be pushing back here. All right, let's go ahead and call the ground crew. Ground crew's been called. We initiated our parking, seatbelt, TA, and let's now and call up GSX. Prepare for departure and pushback. Yes. All closed up outside. All closed up outside. Beautiful. This guy is taking off.
Hello, Captain.
This
we are
runway, I
ready
don't
for
know why.
pushback.
Let me actually see what. Let's see what Flight Radar 24 is reporting. If this guy is actually here at this airport, this Ryanair flight.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
Okay, so I am showing that they're departing runway 0. Okay, so no, they're departing runway 08. Then which runway is runway 08? So we go to airports. Oh, okay, so it is right. Okay, cool. So we're going to be doing nose left, tail right. Nose right, tail left.
Release parking brakes.
There.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright, let's get the fuel pumps to the on position. Nothing in the center tank as we could see. Hydraulics are on. Packs to the off position. Engine number 2 over to ground power. Star valve is open. Low oil pressure, beautiful. N2 is on the rise.
Gentlemen, please direct your attention to the flight attendants for a safety demonstration. When the seatbelt light is fastened, please make sure that your seatbelts are fastened.
About 20% will introduce.
Fasten insert the middle fittings into one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the entire flight as you may experience unexpected turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. To familiarize yourself with the emergency exits on this aircraft, please refer to the safety card in the seat back pocket in front of you. In some cases, your nearest exit might be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, there is lighting on the floor to guide you towards the exit. In the event that the cabin loses pressure, an oxygen mask will drop right in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, pull the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose and mouth and secure the elastic band behind your head.
Alright, engine number 2. Looks like it is a good engine start. We're now going to go to engine number 1.
If you are traveling with a child or someone who requires
Sink our bug here.
secure your mask first and then assist others. Keep your mask on until
Star valve is open. N2 on the rise. Waiting for 20%. We'll introduce.
Water landing, a life vest is located in a pouch under your seat or between the armrests.
Set parking brakes.
Park
Waiting
brake
your
set.
confirmation for a good engine start.
We'll just let them know now we're good.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If your life vest does not inflate automatically, blow into the mouthpieces for manual inflation. This vest is equipped with a whistle and light. If necessary, your seat cushion can be used as a secondary.
What the hell is that noise?
Pull the cushion from the seat, slip your arms into the straps, and hug the cushion to your chest. Please securely
I
stow
think
your
it's
personal
underground.
items.
That's what it
Cushion
says.
is fully fastened, and seat backs
That was
and
loud.
tray tables are in their full upright position. We remind you that this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detectors located in the lavatories is prohibited by law. All of this information and more can be found in the safety card located in the seat back in front of you. We suggest reading
Okay, so
this
that was
and let us
the
know
sound
if
of that
you
was
have any
GSX.
questions. Thank you for flying with us, and we hope you enjoy your flight.
Unable, 250 knots. Okay, that's fine.
Truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right
Engine
is
starts
clear.
continuation. Swap over. Packs. Isolation. Bleeds. APU bleed off. APU coming off. There she is. Recall check. Set this to RTO. Wait for her to give the signal. Thank you very much. And let's just double check the stream. Everything looks good. Recall check. RTO flaps 5 degrees. Beautiful. This keeps telling me this unable to cruise. Unable 250 at MO866. Alright, we'll put 230. Execute that. Screw up the whole entire thing. Okay. RTO. Flap set to 5. Let's go and check our flight controls. Full left, full right, up, down, Left, right, brakes check. Beautiful. Let's go back to SYS, engines. Remove the parking brake. There we go. Did I just set flaps? No, okay. Taxi light coming to the on position. We'll go ahead and turn our runway turnoffs on. And we'll get our anti-light. That should have already been on. This is good. Now ready for taxi. Is anybody behind us? All right, so when we depart out, it's going to be a quick right turn. Sorry, quick left turn, that is. Wow, the top of climb and the top of cruise is right there. Top of climb and the top of descent. Holy smokes. Because this thing climbs like a pig. Yeah. How does everything look? Everything looks pretty good. Okay. All right, folks, from the flight deck, we are number 1 for takeoff. Flight test, please, by the cabin for departure. Get our joystick cam on. Recall check one more time. Beautiful. Runway 8 confirmed. Looks like we're clear to the left here. Get our landing lights in the on position. Wing light coming on. Logo's on. Auto throttle's on. BNAV, LNAV. TARA. Beautiful. Unable next altitude. I know. Get lined up. Chrono. All right, let's do it. Throttle's up to 40. Put some pressure down on the stick here, on the yoke, and engine stable and toga.
Airspeed's alive.
Check. What the hell's that loud rump? Dude, this guy's got the sounds real high. Neutral stick. Neutral yoke. B1. Okay. And we are airborne. Oh, I gotta turn those sounds down. Holy smokes. Positive rate. Gear up. All our flight directors. Lock to gear. Runway turn-offs. Taxi light can go to the opposition. Sounds like climb power's in. Flaps 2. Flaps 1. Wing lights coming off. Left turn. About 210, flaps clean. Pitch up a little bit here. Fly the departure. Getting quite dark in here. May need to turn on some lights. Straighten that out a little bit. All right, we'll go ahead and bug up to 24. Actually, let's do 22. Standard pressure. Call check. $10,000 will go autopilot. Basically after this left turn, we'll do autopilot. And left turn. Speeds increased to about 310. 10,000 feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now passed 10,000 feet. You may now turn on your larger portable electronic devices.
Line of lights to the opposition.
Also a reminder to please keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated and do not congregate in the galleys or near the lavatory.
Alright, we hand flew it quite a bit. Autopilot 1's coming on. Joystick cam is going to be going off now. I really got to get a stream deck. There we have it. Beautiful departure. Turn the sounds and my ears down a little bit. There we have it. Let's just make sure everything looks good here. Landing gear is locked. Brake is in the off position. Landing lights off. Engine start. Mode selectors to auto. Go ahead and turn off the anti-collision light. Everything else here looks good. AP gen and keep that on try. Beautiful. And after takeoff checklist looks to be completed to me. Recall checked. We're good to go. Take a look at some outside views here. We are going to actually swap over to just 22,000 feet. 22,000 set there. Let's go to init ref. Cruise 22,000. We'll plug that in there and we'll execute that. This is probably going to say off scheduled descent, so we're going to get an alarm and we'll just go over to manual mode once that happens. So there's our top of climb. We'll be cruise for maybe 10 or so minutes and then we'll be on descent. Quite the interesting arrival here, as we can see. It kind of has like a zigzag effect going on. Yeah, I don't think we need to do all that. Might just, I don't know, maybe we'll see. I want to see what flight level do we need. Let's actually take a look at our charts. So let's go to the charts here and let's take a look at the arrival. So it is this zigzaggy arrival, but at GD 906 we need to be at about 5,000 or above. We need to be at 210 knots. Okay. And then here, it's 9,186 feet, 2,800 meters. So the length is, the runway is not extremely long, but it's long enough to where we'll be fine. We're definitely going to be setting to medium, maybe even 3. Let's go ahead and just start preparing. Go to our net ref page here. Let's do a flaps 40 on this one at wood 45. We're also going to check the weather. So let's go to the weather page here. Let's go to airports and we're going to go to Lech, Walesa, weather, and 300 at 4. 300 at 4 is the winds, and our altimeter is 299.7. So we can plug in 299.7, get that set up. 299.7, 300 at 4, we'll do a 4-knot wind correction. So that'll be about 145 on arrival with flaps 40, 110.3, and 287. Plug in 287 on our course. Beautiful, climbing. And 110.3. 110.30. Go ahead and just plug that in now. 110.30. Showing an ILS. 110.30. 110.30. That's our 1,000-foot call out. We could bump this guy down to our descent. Now let's go ahead and select our runway. So now we go to flights. We're going to select our runway, and we're planning for the ILS 29er. ILS runway 29er. We'll add that to our route, and we can go ahead and just do a regular ILS approach. 110.3, 287 has been confirmed, and we will bug in. Let's do the A, so it'll be 200 to make it easy. So this is going to be a radial altimeter, 200 for our decision height. And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, we reached cruise altitude at 22,000 feet. We're going to be starting descent in just a couple of minutes. Seatbelt sign is going to go off, so feel free to move along the cabin. And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, we reached cruise altitude at 22,000 feet. We're going to be starting descent in just a couple of minutes. Seatbelt sign is going to go off, so feel free to move along the cabin. And there we have it, folks. Let's see what runway they are landing according to Flight Radar 24. Okay, so they are landing on a runway 29. Beautiful. Okay, so let's now come upstairs. We're going to be descending soon. We'll just drop this down to more than likely our intercept speed, which is our intercept height, I mean, altitude, is going to be about 3,000. So let's go ahead and just bug down to 3. And also, let's go back to the weather page here, airports, weather. So 304, so the visibility is great. Clouds at 3,100, at least 12,000 above ground level. Temperature is 59 degrees Fahrenheit, and dew point is 10 degrees Celsius, 50 Fahrenheit. Humidity 72%, altimeter 2997. Okay. Pretty straightforward stuff. You can see if we go to our cruise profile, we are 13 nautical miles from top of descent. A little bit hazy out here. I really do like this livery, though. Check something here. All right, so now let's go to so it's already slowing down for descent. So let's go to ground roll. So this guy has us like an incredibly loud. Let's turn that down. Over G's. Okay, we can turn that off. Over speed. Preview that. Okay, that's fine. Prop wash? No, you don't need that. Thrust reverse. Let's see what kind of thrust reverse we have. Let's turn the sound down just a little bit on that. Other than that, I'd agree. That's a good thrust reverse. Sneezing. Okay. Not really. Okay, that's fine. Speed brake. Let's check that. Movement, rumble. We'll turn the rumble up slightly. Movement. Okay, that's fine. Stall buffet. Let's preview that. That's fine. Toilet flush. So we're already on descent. We'll keep that at 10. Beautiful. Touchdown front. It's quite heavy. Quite a lot of movement on the front there. This is probably better. Maybe 20, 22 looks pretty good. Okay. The sound I do enjoy, so we'll roll with that. Touchdown main gear. What the hell? Jesus, bro. Sound, gravel, grass. No. Dude, what the hell? So maybe we'll keep it at 20. Not even. 10, 13. let's go to main. Touchdown 13. So let's do touchdown 13. So that's the water, that's the gravel. We have it at touchdown 6. No, I want touchdown 13 and preview that. Okay, so that's fine, I guess. General turbulence. Okay, that's fine. I don't know why he had Wilwell turned off. So that's good. And ambience. Okay, keep that down. And then windshield wind. Yeah, he has that disabled. Oh, totally forgot. Alright, so we're good with FS Realistic, it looks like. Let's go to our arrivals page here, and let's just double check to see what the altimeter is. It's set by ATC. So we'll set it to 6,500, just like the other. So we'll go to our descent. Forecast, 6,500. Plug that in. There we go. So that'll reset that. Let's double check the weather, give our announcement, airport weather. And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, here's Captain speaking. As you can see, we're on our descent to our destination. Some minor winds coming out of the east at 4 knots. Some clouds in the area. Not expecting too many bumps on this arrival. Temperature is 59 degrees Fahrenheit. And we do appreciate flying Buzz Airlines today. We hope to see you on another flight. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival. And ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, here's Captain. You can see we're on our descent to our destination. Some minor winds coming out of the east at 4 knots. Some clouds in the area. Not expecting too many bumps on this arrival. Temperature is 59 degrees Fahrenheit. And we appreciate flying Buzz Airlines today. See you on the flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So let's see if we can do a vertical descent to about 2,000 feet per minute. So that's going to give us to 3,000. I want to go to 5,000. So we'll do 1,800. Let's do 1,700. We'll go back to 1,800. Little house down. Water over there. Cool. Alright, we're going to go direct GD 906. Coming at about 10,000. Turn these guys on. 9 lights in the opposition. Direct to GD 906. GD 906 when we be at 5,000.
As this is a shorter flight, we will not be able to offer in-flight service. Please let us know if there's anything we can do to make your flight more enjoyable, and we will assist you.
It says we're going to be at 5,000 about here, so let's go ahead and decrease that to about 1,600 feet per minute. And we'll do 1,400.
Your destination. Flight
This
attendants will
has
be
us on
passing through the cabin to collect any
manual
trash
speed
one
here.
final time.
Full.
Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in a full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat in front of you.
Set that camera and that camera. Let's get our altimeter in so this path can reset properly. 6,500, we're just about there anyways. 2,997. Double check the altimeter, make sure it has not changed. Let's go to this, do a little refresh. 2,997. Some spoilers out. Beautiful countryside over here. Messed up ortho here. Okay. All is well. Be hovering here for a little bit. Got some of these windmills right here. Little bumpy. My first time ever flying over here in the sim. Down to 210 on the speed. Is there a 1,000-foot call out to 3,000? There's our localizer. There's our glide path. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and lock the localizer. Remember our 321, 3,000 feet, 200 knots, flaps 1. The runway right there, I think. So we're going to altitude hold right here is fine. Altitude hold. 210, drop this down to 200. Flaps 1. Our runway. A little windy. Turn that off, plug that back on. Seems like it doesn't want to get it. Looks like we have traffic. What's this guy doing? Let me see if he's really on flight radar 24. No. Don't see anybody on flight radar 24 on final approach. So beautiful out here. Windmills everywhere. So awesome. This freaking guy. Alright, let's go to vertical. Flaps 2.
Traffic.
Yeah, he is. Reset traffic, thank you. Disarm our approach. There we go. Flaps 5. 170 on the speed. It definitely feels like a lot more than 4 knots of wind. Let's turn on our joystick cam. And let's also
2500.
check. So gear down. Flaps 10. $165. It's like a beautiful city. Flaps 15. Going off flaps full, landing pappies look happy, to white to red. Checks. It's fully lit up here. Let's let the crew know. Wow, this is windy. Final approach speed 145. Flaps 25. And let's go ahead and record. Flaps 30. Flaps full. Alright, gear down 3 green, auto brake set to 2. Captain's been advised, you guys been advised. Speed brakes are armed. 3 green, beautiful. Flaps, speed brake. Let's do it. Let's go to auto brake 3. My airplane. My throttles. Call checks.
400. 300. Approaching minimums. Minimums. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Reversers. Nose down gently. $60 knots. Stow those reversers over to manual braking. Ladies and gentlemen, speed brake coming off. Welcome to Lech Walesa International Airport. Woo! Let's retract those flaps. Landing lights come to the opposition.
We have reached our destination. The local time is 4:14
Joystick cam going off.
p.m. and it's currently about 14 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain
Engine mode selector is
until the
going
air
off.
traffic comes
Let's
to
fire up that
complete stop and
APU.
the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bin as items could have shifted during the flight. Thank you for flying with us.
What's going on with the turning here? Huh? Right at the arrival. That airplane right there. Alright, we could turn this to TA. I forgot to turn this guy off. About 34 minutes, and we were actually scheduled for, let's see, 41 minutes. Wow, we made some really good time. Alright, where are we parking here? Park over here. Absolutely beautiful scenery. APU should be ready. I probably should have parked there. Don't know if this is a big enough gate to accommodate us. Let's check. Let's check if gate 24 can take us. Okay, apparently it can. Here's our crew. I'm going to remove these lights. I don't want to blind them. I think it's such a pain in the ass. Oh god, almost had it. Telling me to cut the engines? Okay, we'll cut it now. Park brake is set. Engine number 2, engine number 1 going off. Swap over there. These guys are going off. Shoot, I totally forgot the pitot heats. Hello. Surprised I didn't get a warning about that. Well, it is warm out there. You don't really need them, but still. It's funny, I forgot those. Alright, so fuel pumps to the opposition. God amper going to the opposition. All these guys are off. Hydraulics going to the opposition. This guy's going off. This guy's going off. Oh, I totally forgot to stop the recording. I should have checked the recording right when we landed. I totally forgot to do that. I don't want to go back. It's going to be too much of a pain in the ass. All right, we'll get a recording on the arrival into Modlin on our second leg here. So let's go to GSX and let's go to request deboarding.
Deboarding requested.
Look at this airport. Let's take the drone cam out.
Passengers deboarding starting.
Alright, so this is probably going to go to default. Beautiful. Resume. Thank you very much. Let's go to insert. They're actually walking up too. Super cool. Walk. Okay. Yeah, they're getting into the floor a little bit now. Still, not too bad. Like a Wizz Air taking off. All right. Take a cruise into the terminal. You guys can check out the scenery here. Super good scenery. Hear like the people talking. So beautifully done. Performance is very good. Got like ATM machines. bookstores. Some people are walking, some aren't. Vending machines. Cafe here. Like these are the restrooms, maybe. Parking lot there. There's even a train over here. They modeled the train. Super, super, super cool. Absolutely love it. For $16, $17 USD, 13 or 14 euros, very well worth it. This looks like it was going through, what, TSA or something? Or no, that's just checking in. Very cool. Oh, immigration. There's even talking from the customers here. Wow. And the worker. Absolutely fantastic. You might see a little bit of stutters here and there. That's just because I'm running everything. I'm running the stream. I'm running like 9 programs right now. Believe me, if it was just me here with none of these programs running and I wasn't streaming, this would be all butter smooth because I actually tested it before I started the stream, and I was checking this whole area out before I started streaming. All of it was just so smooth. So yeah, absolutely awesome scenery. It's like a little elevator. They even modeled like inside this glass elevator too. Downstairs here. Nothing there. Okay, so if we go outside. I can't even pronounce that.
Do you want to deboard crew?
Let's do both.
Crew deboarding starting.
So good. Here's the train. You should see the train. There it is. Look at this. Man, are you kidding me, bro? And it stops. Imagine you actually have people modeled going in and on the train. So inside the carts aren't modeled. Imagine inside the actual train car was modeled. Crazy. Yeah, it stops. This scenery just, wow. Looks like somebody honking. Got probably the airport hotel, probably where all the pilots stay. Airport City. Yep.
Pilots deboarding starting.
Parking lot. Absolutely beautiful. Wonder what this is. This could be maybe office buildings for the airport. Don't know. Then over here, probably gotta actually, let's go a little faster. Yeah, increase this to that. DHL shipping, so shipping facility, very, very cool. The train, I want to see exactly. All right, so the train probably goes to this, so it's probably modeled to right here, and then that's it. Let's take a look. Yeah, and then it probably turns around and then goes back. It's my best assumption. But yeah, absolutely fantastic scenery. Beautiful airport too. Looks like here's the bus area. All the cars. Hampton Inn. Another airport hotel. This is probably part of the scenery too. Whatever this is. Is that a car rental place maybe? Don't know. Not sure what this is. Think big. Pika. Whole DHL facility looks like over here. Very cool. Then this looks like just equipment for the airport. jetways, stairs. Got a gas station here. Orlin gas. How much is gas? $7.32 per liter. It's not cheap. Looks like you got the tower. Is anything modeled in the tower?
One for actually, right?
Wow. There's an actual. That's insane. I have never seen, ever. I have never seen sound files.
5567, turn left heading 12, correction 1.
I've never seen sound files incorporated in scenery when you're in the tower, ever. This is my first time.
Over departure 30. 29-4.
That is incredible.
Roger, proceed as requested and switch frequency ground point 7, they're opening back up.
Wow. Unreal. Probably fuel trucks area. They get all their fuel. Yep. Looks like they've got the whole fuel tanks system here. Other probably hotels, airport hotels. Yeah. Absolutely fantastic. Have I said fantastic? Absolutely fantastic. Just more warehouses. GA aircraft. So this is probably like the private entry, the facility where you privately enter for private jets or personal aircraft, like a signature type of thing. Don't know what that is. Okay, so another facility to work on airplanes. And all this is a part of the scenery too, I believe. Yep, because I don't think IKEA over here is a part of Microsoft Flight Simulator's default scenery. I believe this is definitely part of the scenery you get with the airport. Could be mistaken, but that's what I think. Beautiful. And these look to be like maybe just some automotive shops. Gas station there. Is it cheaper here to get gas? Nope, $7.32. That's still same price. So beautiful. That's about it for the scenery, but man, oh man. I didn't do this deep of a look with the when I was checking the scenery out. So I didn't know it had all these other features, but it's absolutely fantastic. Okay, so let's go back to insert here. Let's turn the drone camera off. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is we're going to get prepped for the second flight. I'm going to put it to the be right back screen. Our landing rate monitor is 1379, so that was a little heavy. Definitely a little bit hard. I tried to get under 250 or 300, so definitely was a little hard, but hey, we'll take it. And yeah, so I'm going to turn it to the be right back screen, get prepped for the second flight, restart the sim just to keep everything nice and clean, and I'm going to get some coffee as well, and then we'll start the second flight. So I'll see you guys in about 5-10 minutes. All right, guys. Back here in action. Reloaded the sim, got some coffee, used the restroom, took a refresher, and we are set up and ready. Well, the airplane's not set up, but we are pretty much all set up here from a streaming standpoint for our second leg back to Warsaw Modlin International Airport. And yeah, right now the time of the sim is about 5:07. Let's just double check that. And 5:06. We'll jump into the pit. Let's come on upstairs here. Let's go ahead and turn sounds up a little bit. These guys can go to the opposition. Do have ground power established. Double click on that. Come on upstairs here. Right to the nav, left to the nav. Double check these guys. Let's go ahead and turn the music down a little bit. All right, we'll just turn it off completely. And all right. So let's go to our flows now and go to APU, go to APU bat. Let's come on downstairs here. All this looks fine to me. Get our chime to the on position. No lights are needed. We'll just get the windows heats to the on position as well. And recirc fans, all this is good. All this is in auto. We'll turn these guys off. Today's cruise flight, don't know what it is. Let's fetch the flight plan. Let's go to summary. And cruise today is 25,000. Seems a little high, but we'll take it for right now. So we'll plug in 25,000. The elevation is 489. So we'll put 500. And we will continue on as the upper deck is pretty much complete for now. Let's come on downstairs here. Let's go to PMDG setup, menu, FS actions, doors. Let's go ahead and open our aft door. Let's go to return, and let's go to payload. Now, I did file for a full flight, but with no cargo. Let's see what that gives us here. Let's go to payload. Zero fuel weight, 143 point. Let's do 143.8. See what that gives us. Gives us a 100% low level because it's full. 112, 153. Okay, so that even gives us a full. I see. So when you put full passengers, it automatically fills up your cargo, your forward and aft cargo. So it just knows you want a full flight. So this is 100%. I mean, it's quite heavy. You know what? Screw it. Let's roll with it. I don't know if I've ever done a full flight at 100% low level, but we'll roll with it. See what happens. Hopefully everything is good. As for fuel, because that's a zero fuel weight, so let's go to our weights here for final reserve. No, that's not what we want. Our fuel. How much fuel? Block fuel. There we go. So 16. Let's do 5. Let's do 15.9. Just to be safe. I would do 16, but since we're quite heavy, I'll do 15.9. Plug that in there. Now if we go to return, fuel's in, payload's in, doors is open, and now let's go to our FMC index pause in it. Sitting on the ground here in EPGD. GD, let's plug that in there. GD, beautiful. And let's get in our left GPS coordinate, plug that in there. And then we're going to EPMO. Back to Modlin, let's plug that in there. Today we are RR 755, which that shows there, beautiful, 755. We'll plug that guy in there. We're going to request a flight plan. This is what we want here, and request. Let that populate a little bit. And we'll go ahead and load the flight plan. Sip of my coffee. Activate, execute. Okay, now let's what are we going to do now? Let's go to our departures page. Let's go here. We're going to be runway 29, which is basically the runway we landed on. And we're going to be shooting for the Arlu 2 Hotel. Arlu 2 Hotel departure with no transition. And then we're going to go to our arrivals page and we're going to plug in 08. So we'll do... We have an RNAV. I mean, ILS. We do have an ILS 08. So let's do ILS 08. And this is going to be on the Sorry for Romeo. Sorry for Romeo with no transition. We'll execute that. We'll go to our legs. Correct our disco there. Do one more quick check and we look good. Beautiful. Init ref performance. At the performance page, let's do a couple other housekeeping things, that is. Flight director, climb up to 9,000. And all that could stay where it's at for right now. Let's now get him on FMC, legs is fine. And let's go ahead and call up GSX. Actually, let's first turn this guy down a little bit. This guy can come down. This guy, that guy, and that guy. Same thing with first officer. Boom. 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 Okay. Beautiful. Don't have any lights on here, do we? No. Okay. Beautiful. All right. So let's go ahead and set altimeter 299.7, which is still the same pressure. Beautiful. You can turn this guy down just a little bit here. Come on upstairs. At fuel pump 1. Let's verify our fuel. 79.50 in each. Beautiful. It's about 16 total. 16.8 or 16.9, whatever. Sorry, 16. Almost, it's like 15,900. Okay, so our APU EGT is on the rise here. Beautiful. Now what? Let's now call up GSX. And let's go to request boarding.
Boarding requested.
Crew. Oh, another thing we need to do is, not sure if I, okay, I did do that. Beautiful.
Do you want to board crew?
Let's board. Ah, the hell with
Pilot's
it.
boarding
Let's
starting.
do both. And then we need FS realistic.
FS realistic connected.
All right, let's come on down here now, and let's go to. Let's actually. Let's go to start. Let's go to end this. Discard, yes. And close pack X. Now let's fire up pack X again. Start new flight.
Crew
This
boarding
is
starting.
all correct here. Beautiful. Okay, we're good there. Now, let's go to our zero fuel weight, which was what again? Menu, PMDG, FS actions, payload 140.3, 140.3, reserves 5.1. We'll just do 5.0 is fine. Cost index. Wouldn't mind if it was 50 again. 35, that's fine. 250 on the cruise. And we'll plug in 6500 for the altimeter, which I don't know if that is right. Let's actually double check. So let's go now to our sim brief. Let's go to flights. We'll upload.
Your crew has
import.
boarded. Passengers boarding starting.
So there's our routing there. Climb out, left turn, all the way down into our arrival. Beautiful. Very straightforward. Let's take a look at the departure page. What are we looking at for our transition? 6,500. Beautiful. Okay, so is it what, 0650? Is that how it's going? That's probably 650. No, I think that's 6,500 feet. Okay. Or maybe 6,500. Yeah, that's got to be a transition. 6,500. Average cruise wind component, or the weather. We'll do top of climb wind, 284 at 23. Some do the top of climb wind, and some airline companies want you to do the average. So here's the average wind, 274 at 19. Some want top of climb. So 284. The FMC will figure it out once we're actually up there. So 284 and 23 is fine with us. And one. We do have quite the long runway. We are heavy though, so we'll derate to. I don't even know if I want to derate. We're not going to derate. We're going to do full power. So 26K full power. Takeoff flaps 5. Gives us a trim of 4.95. V1 rotate V2 148, 158. Beautiful. Again, the parking brake. 4.95. About right there is good. TCAS is off. Beautiful. Close Pack X. Okay, Pack X, what are you doing now? No, you don't want to start now? That's the problem. Start flight. Next. Stupid freaking error message I got the other day. Let me go here. Let me do Pack X. Run as admin. Well, it's already running. Close it. Pack X. Run as admin. Oh. Start flight. Connect to your simulator. Ensure that your simulator is running. Yeah, it is. Okay, I think I know how to fix this. Close Pack X. I thought I plugged it in somewhere here. Let's see. No. Interesting. So fucking annoying. Alright, we're not gonna use it. Whatever. It's irritating. Let's try it one more time. Maybe it corrected itself. What do you mean not connected to the simulator? Let's do this. Let's remove this. Let's close that. Let's redo sim brief. Go to dispatch. Let's go to EPGD to EPO RR 755. 900 ER. No, we're not the ER actually. We're the regular. First class config is fine. Let's now go down to passengers are full. Our crew outside is almost ready to go. Go to generate the flight plan. Okay, now let's fire Pack X. Start. Next. Screw you. Screw you, Pack X. Piece of shit freaking program. $30. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Alright, so they're ready outside. And let's now turn on this. The ground crew outside, no. Boom. This is going on. These hydraulic pumps are going to the on. Swap over to our APU power. These are going on. This is going over to the on position. APU bleed is on. Yaw damper's coming on. And we're just about ready for pushback. Let's go ahead and remove the chocks. That should clear our chocks as well as our ground power unit. This should disappear. Do a quick announcement. And Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. We can't do an announcement because stupid Pack X is not working. Okay. I think we're all set to go here. Let's call the ground crew again. Let them know we're ready to rock and roll. Whoops.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Go to index. Hello. Always forget that. Never fails.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
All right, so we're going nose right, tail left.
Release parking brakes, please.
There you are.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
All right. Fuel pumps to the on position. Hydraulics on. Packs to the opposition. And number 2 over to ground power. Start valve is open. N2 is on the rise. For 20%, introduce fuel. Here's fuel. Let's just double check our fire. Fuel. All right, so far so good. Let's start on engine number 1. Let's go to engine number 2 over to ground power. Start valve open, low, N2 on the rise. About 20%, introduce. And we'll let the crew outside know, just so they can
cockpit to ground.
Move on with their job. Smartwings.com. Haven't seen that airline before. Good start in engine number 1. Bolt over to continuous. Swap over power. AC unit auto. Isolation auto. Bleeds on. APU bleed off. APU's coming off. Yaw damper on. Packs over to the on. Oh, it's automatic packs. Okay, that's beautiful. We'll turn them on anyways. And that all looks good there. All this looks good.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
RTO. Flaps.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
5. Recall check, good. We'll sync our bug, heading bug. This guy's gonna give us a signal any minute. Just a wave, thank you. Appreciate your service. Whoops. That goes on. Taxi light goes to the on position. Move this guy over a little bit just so we're straight. Okay, bring this guy up. This is going to TA, which it already is at. Now let's confirm. Here looks pretty good. Let's go and just do a flight control check. Left, right, up, and down. Rudder, elevators, everything looks good. Park brake off. And ready to taxi. We will definitely be back here, especially for this beautiful scenery. Runway turnoffs on. It's a cool little static aircraft modeled. A bunch of people waiting to get on. Just get this synced up 287 just for the hell of it. Let's double check here. So departure route to GD 541, I assume, or 511. I don't really know. But the goal is to get to Erlun. I like this slope. It's like a 3-4 degree slope. Alright, we're definitely going to be taking full length here. See how long this goes. Alright, so we're going to be making a right here on Alpha. It's this one. And folks, we are number 1 for takeoff. Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for departure. And joystick cam. Clear down the left, don't see anybody coming. Landing lights in the opposition, fully lit up here. Get this guy to TARA. Traffic advisory system on. Runway is clear. Recall checked. Chrono, throttle's up to 50. Or 40. Pressure down on the yoke. Engine stable and toga. Oh, shoot. Hello. There we go.
Airspeed alive.
Checks.
8 knots.
Neutral. 100 cross checks.
V1.
Rotate.
Rotate. Tap the brakes.
Positive rating climb.
Here up. LNAV. Thank you. Flaps 2. Climb power's in. All our flight directors. Flaps 1, speed checks. Oh, gaining too much speed. Flaps clean. Taxi and runway turnoffs come to the opposition. Wing lights coming off. Call checks. Need to pitch up a little bit. And left turn. We are way too fast. Go ahead, bug up. 20,000. Standard pressure, do 25,000. 10,000 feet, autopilot 1. And confirm, 250. Engine mode selectors off to the auto position. Landing lights off, 10,000 feet. Recall check, beautiful. The hell's that? Turn that off. Hello. Turn that on. There we go. Beautiful departure. Got some rain over here. Here's the airport. There it is. On our way back to Warsaw, Modlin International. Okay, FMC, what do you got? Unable 280. Okay, that's fine. Thank you. This guy can go off. We'll be cruising for about 10 or so minutes. There we have it, boys and girls. A little bit bumpy. But the mic's going to go off. I'm going to turn on some tunes for us. And 1,000 foot call out until we reach our cruise altitude 25,000 feet. We are pressurizing. Yes, we are. Look at the haze right here from the clouds. So good. Alright, as you can see, we're only going to be in cruise for a few minutes here after this left turn. You can see top of descent is in 21 nautical miles. Go ahead and drop to 3. Let's get our landing altitude pressurization set, which is 350. No, right? Yeah, 350. Full. Check our weather. Let's go to airports, go to runways, weather. It's not what we want. Modlin. Alright, let's take a look at the weather here. Winds variable at 2. Visibility is good. 55 degrees Fahrenheit. Humidity 94. Altimeter 3003. 003. Definitely gonna be doing a flaps 40 on this guy. The 4 or the 3 wind correction. .3 is our localizer. Plug that in. 108.3. 108.3. 108.3. 108.3. 76 is our course. Get this plugged in. And our course, we'll go ahead and just sync that. Just about to be on top of descent here any minute. Beautiful. Alright, let's see. What are we doing now? This is all good. Pressurization set, recalled has been checked. Auto brake set to 3. VREF is set minimums. We're doing an ILS. What are we doing here? Doing the ILS 08. So ILS 08. Let's go to flights. Select ILS 08. We'll add that guy. Beautiful. Directly in. Very nice. Don't need a Cat 2 or a Cat 3. Let's just double check what this is. 108.376 confirms. And it's 200. Radio altimeter, 200. There it is. We're on descent. Quick flights. All right, we're pretty much set up. Let's just double check. It's a little loud for me. Hello. Disconnected the autopilot there. Oh, I pressed that. Whoop. See, approach briefing has been completed. Altimeters are preset. Engine and mode selectors to continuous once we hit 10,000 feet. Are we catching back up here? Yes, we are. Beautiful. Alright, hitting about 18,000 feet. Oh, forgot. Always forget. 6,500. Descent. Forecast. 500. You could even request the descent winds, but we're already on descent anyways. We could request it anyways. Brakes out. Watch the speed here on the speed tape. Okay, let's go ahead and load those winds. Execute it. Changed our profile a little bit, not much. And we'll go ahead and remove our ground spoilers. A little bit of cloud cover. Should be a pretty straightforward arrival. Let's take a look at our arrival page here, which is this guy. There we go. this ortho down here. The clouds are meshed in. Okay, let's see here. Alright, 10,000 feet, just about. Turn on those landing lights. Engine mode selectors to the continuous. Recall checked. .3 localizer is in. Beautiful river right here. The airport like runs right along the river too. This is saying it need to be lower. A little bit high on the path. I'm sure it'll correct. Ground spoilers out. Alright, so this is coming back now. Beautiful. I don't know, this is quite... I'm gonna have this action. I don't really like... Let's see, engine vibrations. Cockpit ambience, airport. Ground roll. Actually, no, the ground roll is fine. Speed. There we go. Let's turn that to about 25 is fine. Yeah, it was just too much shaking. Okay. We can turn it up a little bit. So let's do... "31's fine. Let's get back. 6,000. Okay. Alright. This is not really correcting. Not liking that. Let's go to 1,500 feet. Oh, there it is. Okay. We can roll with this then. That's fine. .3003, let's just double check the altimeter one more time. Airports 3003. Alright, looks like we're going to arm the approach now. There's our runway. Getting on a glide, beautiful. Alright, so once we're on glide, let's go ahead and put out flaps 1. Go flaps 5. Drop the speed down to about what it's indicating here, which is 17. Gear down. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and turn the joystick cam on. Let's get fully lit up here. Call checked. On approach speed, flaps 10. On approach speed is about 142. Flaps 15. Flaps 25, 142. Flaps 30. And flaps 40. Landing checklist, gear down 3 green, auto brake set to 3, speed brake is armed, cabin crew has been advised, 1,000 feet stabilized, misapproach altitude set, and where's my little thingy? Boom. Recall checked. Flaps full, gear down 3 green, beautiful. My airplane, my throttles. Let's do it. Let's go ahead and record. Pappies are good. Speed looks good.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
$100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
Power cut.
10.
Reversers. Nose down gently. Come on, reversers. There we go. Sometimes it glitches. That's fine, we'll take the whole runway. 70 knots, stall over to manual braking. Beautiful. There we have it. Welcome back, folks, to Modlin. Warsaw, Poland. Just get off the runway. We'll go ahead and stop the recording. Check our landing rate. Remove the joystick cam. Alright, we'll stop right here. Let's check our landing rate. Oops, that's not it. Oh shoot, I totally forgot to start it. Okay, whatever. Now let's go to stop recording and let's go to replay. Make sure that's...
Don't sync.
Don't sync. Pretty good. A little firm, but I'll take it. There we go. Come on, spoiler reversers. Alright, let's do one from this view here. Just make sure this is armed.
Yep.
Love this view. Very cool. Lot of Ryanair airplanes out there. Alright, we'll stop that. We'll go to replay again.
Don't sink.
Do one more.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Too low sink. Terrain. Too low terrain. Too low terrain. Too low terrain.
Talking.
Too low terrain. 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 Too low terrain.
Pretty happy with this landing.
Too low terrain.
It's not my best, definitely not my worst.
Too low
In the
terrain.
better category, I'd
Too
say.
low terrain. Too low terrain.
Still in the 1,000 footers.
Terrain.
There we go. Alright, we'll do one more.
Too low terrain. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
Don't sink.
Don't sink terrain. Too low terrain. Too low terrain. Too low terrain. Too low terrain.
Alright, I just don't want to listen to you. Very happy with that. There we have it, folks. All right, we will stop the recording right about here. Beautiful. Line of lights of the opposition, taxi light on. These guys can go off. Let's go ahead and fire up that APU. Retract those flaps. Auto braking set to 0. So we got to go to gate 5. This guy up a little bit. Call up GSX. Parking, gate number 5. Request a follow me car? Nope. Bum, bum, bum. All right, 2 successful flights in the books. Now there's, after the stream here, there's 2 things I need to figure out. After I take a break, 2 things I need to figure out. 1, landing rate monitor. Need to get that on the screen after I land. 2nd, PAC-X. EPU is available. We got a whole fleet of Ryanair here. Okay, this guy is clearly in my spot. As you can see, my crew is already here waiting for me. Okay. Thank you. The lights off here. We'll go ahead and get on to APU power. Line up here. Ooh, almost had it. We'll take it. Close enough. Man, she told me to come up way up here. Wow. Alright. APU bleed coming off. Whoop. These guys coming off. These guys coming off. That's the seatbelt signs of the opposition chime. There we go. Fuel pumps to the opposition. Probe heats off. Yaw damper to the opposition. Hydraulics. And go to the opposition as well. We'll turn off the... Actually, we'll keep insert fans to the on position. And let's go ahead and call up GSX. Prepare for request
The boarding requested.
And we'll go ahead and shut the APU off. Emergency lights off. We are fully shut down.
Passengers deboarding starting.
our guy. He's got the manifesto of all the people that should be getting off airplane. I love when GSX works. I love it. Got a Ryanair pushing back. Very nice. A lot of people. The full flight. Oh man. A lot of people. Crew out here still working on loading the aircraft. Beautiful. Ryanair's about to take off. One more baggage cart to fill up. A
Do you want to deboard crew?
All right, folks. Crew here's just about done. We're about to call it a wrap. Let these guys drive away. I appreciate every single one of you following along. Last few days I've received a couple new subscribers. I really appreciate that. Let's check out Ryanair real quick before we call it. Perfect way to end it. Alright, folks. Signing off here. Flight simulation experience. 2 successful flights. Enjoyed every minute of both of them. Thank you so much for following along and subscribing. If you enjoyed the content, please subscribe to the channel. Follow the channel. Give me a like. Whatever you feel you need to do. Alright, folks. I'll see you guys in the next stream, the next flight. Peace.